Will Tesla start selling their vehicles in India for the first time next year? And could they soon announce a Gigafactory in India as well? I'm Jonathan, and welcome to Cleanerwatt. Over the last year or so, Tesla has been really expanding their international presence when it comes to manufacturing. Of course, we know they have a Gigafactory in China, and they are currently building Model 3s there, and they're very soon going to be rolling out Model Ys in that factory as well, and they're expanding that as we speak. They're currently building a Gigafactory in Berlin, Germany, and also another Gigafactory in Austin, Texas. I have no doubt that Tesla will build more gigafactories in the future, whether that be more in China or more in Europe or maybe even more in the United States. However, I believe they also want to expand to other countries. Could a gigafactory in India be one of the next to be announced? In March of last year, Elon Musk responded to somebody asking about Tesla coming to India, and he said, "Would love to be there this year, if not, definitely next." And then just a few days ago, on October 2nd, Elon Musk responded to a tweet from Tesla Club India about Tesla coming to India, and he said, "Next year for sure." Now, just because Tesla is coming to India doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be building a factory there. That could just simply mean they're going to be selling cars. However, there is more that we've learned about in the news that could support the fact that Tesla could be building a gigafactory in India in the coming years. According to this Economic Times article, Tesla is in discussions with local officials near Bengaluru, and they're wanting to build a research and development center there in India. But on top of just a research and development center in India, the government officials are also pushing for Tesla to build a gigafactory there as well. According to this Teslarati article, Tesla gets invited by the Indian state to build a gigafactory in Bangalore. And according to this article, this Gigafactory India would produce both batteries and electric vehicles. So in order to get an idea of just how much of an impact this would have on Tesla's sales, I want to look at the size of the automotive markets, the largest automotive markets in the world, and see just how India compares to some of the giants like China and the United States. In this chart, I've listed the top 5 countries and ranked them according to the number of new car registrations in 2019. You can see that China is the very top, US second, Europe third, Japan fourth, and India is currently the 5th largest auto market when it comes to new car registrations. However, that number is kind of small at just under 3 million new car registrations in 2019. Also, it's a lot different market than the United States, Europe, and China because the average sales price of their vehicles are much lower than these countries. As you can see on this chart, the average selling price for a vehicle in the United States currently is at around $37,000. In Europe, the average vehicle sells for the equivalent of around 35,000 US dollars. In China, for the equivalent of around 23,000 US dollars is the average, but in India, that average is an equivalent of 10,500 US dollars. So the auto market in India is much different than the United States. It's quite a bit smaller, and the average vehicle selling price is quite a bit lower as well. If you look at the price of the best-selling vehicles in India that actually have some serious volume, you can see there that when you convert it over to the US dollar, these are not very expensive vehicles as well. The most expensive one on this list is just over 12,000 in equivalent US dollars. And when it comes to the current price of most of Tesla's vehicles, they're still in the luxury segment. And when it comes to the luxury vehicle segment in India, there's really not a lot of sales volume. You can see here the top 5 best-selling luxury brands in India. And in 2019, Mercedes sold less than 14,000 vehicles in India, BMW under 10,000, Jaguar Land Rover just over 5,000, Audi just over 4,500, and Volvo just over 2,600 vehicles. If you count up the sales of all 5 of these luxury manufacturers combined, it only makes up around 1% of the total market, the total vehicle market in India. Now, when it comes to how well Tesla would do if they currently import their vehicles as is, either made in China or made in USA, and they ship those over to India, those would be in the luxury segment for sure. And I believe that Tesla would still do decently well as compared to other luxury manufacturers. I think they could beat and be in the top 5 for sure in the luxury segment in India. But even when Tesla brings out the $25,000 car in a few years, it still probably won't do any serious sales volume in India at that price range. Tesla, of course, understands all this, and this is why I believe they're going to start with this research and development center in India. They're going to develop a specific vehicle, a cheaper vehicle for this market, and then I believe it's going to make sense for them to announce a Gigafactory, build up that Gigafactory to mass manufacture this India-designed Tesla that'll be specifically for that market. So although Tesla may enter the Indian market as a luxury manufacturer, as they import vehicles, I believe they will quickly push to become a more high volume manufacturer in that country as they develop a more cost-effective vehicle for the specific market in India. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something as well. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, if you click the bell icon, you'll be notified when new videos are published. Also, if you did like the video, please consider clicking that like button because that helps other people find the video as well. I also wanted to take a moment here at the end of the video and thank the Patreon supporters who support me every month and really help make these videos possible. If you'd like to find out more about the Patreon community that I've set up, I'll put a link in the description below. Thank you so much.